Here's my audience for my informative speech. How many of you guys know someone with Alzheimer's? About 4.5 million Americans suffer from this condition, and it usually begins after the age of 60, according to an Alzheimer's website that I found. Alzheimer's is passed through family history, and it's in your genetics. There are also different types of Alzheimer's. There's dementia and also sundowning, which is also known as the sundown syndrome. The sundown syndrome is people that have periods of increased confusion and agitation as the sun goes down. It's also continued through the night sometimes. There are two different stages of Alzheimer's. There is a moderate stage, which is increased memory loss and confusion, problems recognizing family and friends, continuously repeating stories, favorite words, and motions, difficulty doing things that have multiple steps, like getting dressed, and also the lack of concern for hygiene and their appearance. And then there's the severe stage. It's the inability to recognize oneself or family, also the inability to communicate. It's the lack of control over their bowels and also their bladder. They groan, moan, or grunt instead of talking to you. And they also need help with all activities of daily living. My grandma has the moderate stage of Alzheimer's, and I also take care of someone that has the severe stage, and you can really tell the difference between the two stages. My grandma is able to get dressed, but you really notice that she forgets her family. She'll get her family members confused with each other, and she might not remember what she did that morning. And the lady that I take care of that has severe Alzheimer's, she needs help getting dressed in the morning. She can't hold a conversation with you. She has trouble getting around. She doesn't recognize her family. I'll be there multiple days during the week, and she won't remember me from the day before. There are some tests that you can do to see if you have Alzheimer's. There's a blood test that they have now that can tell you if you carry the gene for Alzheimer's. And also, if you have Alzheimer's, there are some neuro tests that they can do for you, and also a CAT scan that shows the brain, and you can tell which part of the brain is affected from the Alzheimer's. With research, hopefully in the future there's a cure for this disease. There are some myths that there are certain things that help prevent Alzheimer's, and there's also things that can cause Alzheimer's, but there's nothing really defined. There's some medications out now that can help slow the process of Alzheimer's, but there's no definite cure yet. But hopefully in the future there will be some kind of cure for this continually growing disease. Thank you.